Hey guys, what's going on? Brandon here. Today I'm doing my review of the new Amazon Prime original film, The Devil's Mouth. The Devil's Mouth stars Kathryn Newton. She's in college and she has a group of friends and they are on like vacation together, and and they get stuck in a cave, where it's like a cave like in like with like water in it and everything, and they get stuck in there with a shark in there. Now, I don't know if the shark was in the trailers. It's pretty obvious that that's what's going to be, though. You see the shark pretty early. And this movie is not good. So this movie is directed by Jeff Wadlow, I believe his name is. He directed one film I actually enjoy to some extent. It's not as good as the first one, but Kick-Ass 2. He did not direct Kick-Ass, but he directed Kick-Ass 2. And I do enjoy Kick-Ass 2, but just not as good as the first one at all. But he also directed that awful Fantasy Island movie from like 2020. He directed Truth or Dare, and more recently, he directed Imaginary. Not a great track record. I'm just gonna put it that way. Not a great track record. And you can add this to not a great track record for me. This film, like, Kathryn Newton's friends in this film are the worst. And I really like Kathryn Newton. I like her in this movie. I think she's very good. Her friends, though, and the actors who play her friends, for the most part, are not very good. They're not, like, the worst actors in the world. I understand that they're doing what they were asked to do. I don't think making these characters, like, the worst was necessarily a great idea. I guess you do have someone to root for a little bit in Kathryn Newton's character, but, like, because she seems like a very nice, caring person, but then we get her friends and they're just awful. They're just awful. And in comparison to the writing, that's really not like a huge issue. Because the writing is atrocious here. It's just atrocious. And the CGI on the shark and just the shark in general, it's really bad. It is really, really bad. This movie has little to no gore. I mean, there is some gore, but it's very little, and it just doesn't feel like any of these shark attacks are actually like really happening. Like, obviously they're not, but it should feel like this could be happening right now, but it doesn't, because every time you see the shark, it looks goofy. It looks goofy as shit, and the gore isn't very good either. I mean, it's all like, it just looked like it was probably all like CGI gore. I mean, some of it I think was practical, but very, very little. The actual, like, I think some of the gore, like, actually, like, on them that you see is practical, but, like, the stuff in the water looked pretty fake. And there's like everything in this movie looks very, very fake for the most part, which is just unfortunate. I really, really don't like this movie. From the opening frame, her friends just annoyed me the whole movie, and it happens the whole, especially the two that make it to the end are Kathryn Newton and one of her other friends. The other one who makes it to the end was the worst one of the bunch. She's in like the whole movie pretty much, and I had to deal with that the whole movie. Just no, just no. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is just not a good movie. And again, I really like Kathryn Newton. I think that she was very good in this movie. But the movie as a whole is a train wreck. It's an absolute train wreck. If you're a gore hound, this doesn't work because there's not very much gore. It's PG-13. If you're a fan of shark movies, this doesn't really work because the shark doesn't look real. If you're a fan of like survival kind of horror films, this doesn't work because the characters aren't interesting and you kind of want them to die. I felt myself rooting for the shark sometimes. That's how bad these, especially for certain characters. There's one other character that was like seemed kind of all right, but like I still didn't really have a very high opinion of him either. It was just he was the best of the rest of the group. But this movie as a whole is just, it's boring. The survival aspects of this movie isn't fun. Like, there is nothing here for anyone, I don't think. I don't think anyone would like this movie. Which is kind of, sad. So, yeah. I'm gonna give this movie like a 2? I mean, it's not as bad as Ice Cream Man, I guess. Well, no, I'm gonna put this on the same level of Ice Cream Man. I think you're Ice Cream Man a 1. I gave it 1 for gore and just the gore. I don't think this is quite as bad in terms of like characters necessarily, and like in terms of like story and character development, even to an extent, because Kathryn Newton's character does get a little character development, but like because she becomes like more like stronger throughout the film, I would say. But like outside of her, there's not really much, and maybe the other character, they try to do a little character development. The other one that makes it through towards the end, they try to do a little character development for her. It does for them. It doesn't really work for me on them. So I'm out on this film. I'm completely out. And I think if I had to choose to watch this or Ice Cream Man again, I'm probably choosing Ice Cream Man. So actually, I'm just gonna put them at the same level. 1. So I had a great time watching this movie. It's not even like a good bad movie. Like, I love good bad movies. I would have given this a positive rating. Like a very very slight positive rating, but a positive rating nonetheless. If this was like a good bad movie, but this is just a bad movie. If this was like a funny bad movie, cool. I'm down for that. This is not what this is at all. And that's when I saw the I'm not gonna lie to you, when I saw the because I looked before I saw the movie at the kind of ratings of the film and everything, and I was like, I like bad movies. Let's give it a shot. And because I was hoping for a good bad experience, not a just bad experience. And here we go. But Kathryn Newton, a thumbs up to her. Everything else in this film, pretty much a thumbs down. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.